Hello and welcome to Kristi's Cropping and Creating. My name is Kristi Boland and I am a Creative Memories Advisor in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Today I have an idea to show you. I'm going to show you the idea three different ways. The first way is the Simple Page Kit. It is Simple Page Kit number 3, Noteworthy Days Simple Page Kit. It is technically intended for March of this year, which this is still March. And if you like this concept, I do still have an entire collection of the ones from 2024. It was the This Life Simple Page Kit collection, and I do have an entire set that will help you lickety-split get your album pages complete. I also have some from this year for January and February as well as March. And we should be getting the second quarter Simple Page Kits starting next week, probably on Monday. We'll find out on Friday if we will get those next week. Another thing that we're anticipating is a secret box number 2. So one of the collections that I'm using today is from a previous secret box because I want to get you excited about the secret boxes. And the great things about this year's secret box, I said things. The great thing about this year's secret box is we're going to have 4 like we normally do. And Creative Memories is doing something really special for us. And if you purchase one of the first 4, one each of the first 4, purchase all 4 of them, you're going to be eligible to purchase a bonus secret box. It should be around November or December, which is perfect because it'll be close to Christmas and, you know, we all love scrapbooking supplies, right? So you can buy your own Christmas present. And the other great thing is all of the secret boxes are going to have a border maker cartridge in it. I love my border maker system, and most everybody that has it loves it too. Most everybody has it because it is so versatile, and we get a new border maker cartridge almost every month, but the secret box ones are completely exclusive. So I'm going to go ahead and get us started. Oops, I remembered one other thing. My National Scrapbook Day is coming up the weekend of April 11th. I'm definitely doing Friday, April 11th from 11 in the morning until 11 p.m. Please let me know as soon as possible if you want to join me. I will do a Saturday event if I have at least one person register. So I need to know that though as soon as possible so that I can make plans to be available on that Saturday as well. And if you're doing both days, you can certainly leave your things spread out. You know, you don't have to pack up to go home at the end of the day on Friday, but I do need to know as soon as possible. And if you're not already on my part of my Creative Memories group where I send out this form like the send out this information like the Google form to register for events like National Scrapbook Day, please email me to let me know so that I can add you. I'll need to know your Facebook name, those kinds of things too. And you can email me at kristibolin@gmail.com. I'll show you the spelling of that shortly, but it's kristibolin@gmail.com. And I would love to help you if you don't already have a Creative Memories advisor that you work with. I've been an advisor for 29 years. I can't believe 29 years has flown so fast, but I love helping others and I would love to help you. You can even start your own business just to get things at a discount or just to have a few friends over every once in a while. It is so easy. There's no minimums. It is very inexpensive and you get exclusive deals and you get early access to a lot of things. So let me know if you would like to join my team and also be an advisor. Okay, now I'm really going to get started on this page idea. So this is what the Simple Page Kit looks like when you put it together. And in the Simple Page Kit, you get everything that you see to create a double page spread. It comes with an instruction sheet, and sorry, mine has writing on it where we were testing some pens and things. And then I also wrote myself some notes. But there's a piece of paper in your Simple Page Kit. The back has a grid and numbers to show you where to cut things apart. And on the front side of that piece of paper, it probably is going to have different colors and different sections. And I'm going to mimic this by using my own paper, and I'm just going to take the measurements that I need to recreate this layout. So here is here is the Simple Page Kit. And then here is where I recreated it with my own paper. This is using Birds and Blossoms, and the background paper was a tonal paper. It looks like it was probably from Tone on Tone Kelly Green. I did not write myself notes, but that's what that looks like this is from. I know these papers, the floral, the watermark blue looking paper, and then this paper that has some birdhouses on it, oh, as well as this orange, came from Birds and Blossoms. And then I used some cardstock to finish making my photo mats. Now this layout allows for a lot of photos because you can have three 3.5 by well, let's just say 3.5 inch square. You can have three 3.5 inch square photos going down the far left side, and you can also have three going along the bottom right hand page. And so this is great because it allows for a lot of photos. One of these two boxes you would use um as a journaling box, but just so you know, that box is 4 by 3, so it can be a photo as well. Okay, now I'm going to use sparkly. Let me think of the correct name of it. Sparkle and Shine, I think, not sparkly. Yes, Sparkle and Shine. That is the papers I'm going to use to recreate this. So let me get my workspace ready with my mats and everything, and then we will dive in. My first cut that I'm going to make is going to be those papers that go along the left-hand side and along the bottom right-hand side. And it's going to be this paper. This paper looks like sequins. It is very funky. It does not have any foiling to it, but it is very busy and fun, especially when you know that that is what it is. And I am really excited to use this paper in this way. And the neat thing is that it is going to be a base for those photo mats. So it'll be, because it's so busy, it will still be a great way to use this paper and kind of tone it down a little bit. So my first two cuts are going to be at 4 inches. So I'm going to make two cuts, 4 inches by 12 inches. You probably, I'm not going to say probably. You're going to want to use a paper that is not directional, because if you use one that is directional, then you're going to have to be okay that it's going vertically on one side and horizontally on the other. This paper is somewhat directional because it does have these lines that look more vertical right here, and then of course I'm going to turn it sideways on the other side. But that doesn't bother me. It would if it were let's say a house or an animal that was going to be on its side. Otherwise, you could use two pieces of paper and cut one going the right direction and cut the second piece going the right direction. But in this case, I don't have to do that. And the back of this piece of 4 inches of paper that's left over, this is what I'm going to use to make another section. So, and obviously it's not directional either. It's got like a brush stroke look to it. and I'm going to make 2 cuts at 1 inches each. So I've got a 4-inch piece left, and when I'm finished, I will only have 2 inches left, but I need one, and then I need a second one. This simple page kit, when you recreate a simple page kit, they usually go really fast because you're using the sketch, the recipe that you already have, and then you just use your own paper, and it just makes it really quick, fun, and easy. Okay, now I need 2 7-inch by 2-inch pieces. And again, you're going to want this to not be directional because it's going to go horizontal at the top of the lift and it will go vertical on the side of the right. So instead of me making a cut at 7 inches, I'm going to conserve paper by making a cut at 2 inches. And obviously, I can't get 2 7-inch cuts out of this one piece. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a second one, and I will have some of each of these strips left over. That doesn't bother me. I will save it to use on another layout. But I am going to take these 2 pieces and stack them together. I need to pull my arm out, and y'all don't forget, let me turn this back over this way. Don't forget that you've got this foot on the bottom of your trimmer arm, and it stabilizes everything for when you're making a long cut. I knew that our trimmer had an arm that helped you measure out to the side, but I had never seen that used until recently when I was at an advisor event. I'm trying to see which piece of this paper do I want to show the most. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way and cut at 7 inches. And I'm stacking them just so that I can cut one time at 7 inches. So just remember that you've got a little bit of extra, so you might want to apply a little more pressure on your trimmer. And then these 5-inch strips, yes, that's 5 inches. These 2 inches by 5-inch strips are left over. You can use them on another layout. So this is going to go one on each side. And I think I'm going to be using this piece of paper for another part. Let me check really, really quick. Yes, I am. So now I'm going to be using the back side, and I'm lovingly calling this Epcot. This design, it makes me think of a golf ball, and it makes me think of Epcot. I know that golf balls aren't quite that indented and funky looking, but anyway, I think you'll know what I mean when I say it reminds me of Epcot. But I'm going to use this side for 2 of the mats. And I'm going to make this cut at, let's see, what do I want to do the most? I'm going to make this cut at 3 inches. Again, if this is a directional piece of paper, you're going to need to figure out how you're going to do this because this is going to be 2 4-inch by 3-inch pieces, and one will be the base for a journaling box, and one will be a photo mat. So if it is directional and it can't be turned on its side, you're going to be in trouble because one is going to be horizontal on one page and one is going to be vertical on the other, unless you just change it up. Now this piece that is 3 by 4 that's left over, I can use on another layout, so I'll put it in that pile. And let me think, I think that's all of my cutting until I'm ready for some other photo mats. And I could use this for a set of photo mats, but I would only get 2 out of it because I need 4 4x6 photo mats. So I think I'm going to hold that for another layout completely. but I will go ahead and use my trimmer to make my other photo mats. Now, these I've already said you're going to need 4, and I am going to make this. I'll go ahead and cut this at 4 inches. I'm going to do that twice, and then I'll stack these 2 pieces together to cut them in half at 6 inches, and that will save me, that'll save my mat on my trimmer a little bit, and it will save me a tiny bit of time. Not a whole lot, but hey, every little bit helps, right? So I've got it stacked really nice and tight, put it at 6 inches, and this will be my 4 photo mats that are used on the layout. So I used parts of a sheet of cardstock. I used parts of 2 pieces of designer paper, and now I'm going to get my base pages out and ready to go for us to put this together. Okay, so I have my pile of cuts and I have my 2 base pages centered on my 2 13-inch mats. I love having mats side by side to help me work. And then a lot of times I end up pushing my pages completely together so I can make sure things are going straight or whatever. All right, so one of your 4-inch by 12-inch pieces that looks like this, it's going to go over here completely on the edge, the far left-hand edge. Another piece that is 4 by 12 is going to go completely at the bottom of your right-hand page, like that. Then you're going to find your 1-inch pieces. It's actually the back of, for me, it's the back of this sequin paper. And it's going to come in here and go on the edge of that, or up against the edge of that. Find the other one, and guess what? It's going to go on top of this piece. Next, you're going to want to find your 7-inch by 2-inch piece, and it's going to come in here at the top left-hand side. And the other one, gotta dig out from my pile here, it's going to go. And if you have a way that you want to see, do you like it better, then just figure that out. But anyway, it's going to go along the far right-hand edge like that. And hold on to these 2 4-inch by 3-inch pieces, because what we're going to end up doing is we're going to kind of be tucking them in. So you've got your photo mats here, and you're going to have 2 on the left side, and you can angle these. You can even just put them straight if you want to. I started to say the recipe. The sketch does have them angled a little bit, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. One of these 4-inch by 3-inch pieces will slightly tuck in right here, and you can choose to tuck it a little more if you want to. The other one is going to tuck, trying to do this more like the picture, and I'm going to show you in just a second. This one is going to tuck slightly under the edge right here, and again, this is intended to be a photo mat or a title box. It can be either. It can hold embellishments. If you need 2 journaling boxes, you can certainly do that. But this is essentially the layout. I'll show you this picture again. So you see how these 2 photos are angled, and I can even show you right here on the blank ones. So those are angled horizontally. These are angled vertically. And then you've got 3 pictures along the bottom, 3 pictures along the side. And we're going to stick all this down, and then we will be ready to pop on our photo mats. Oh man, I ran out of tape runner. Hold on. Murphy scrapbooking law says that if you are doing a video, or even if you're not, you're going to run out of tape runner, and always have a refill readily available, because that is the worst when you're cropping and you're getting in a groove, getting a lot done, and you run out and you have no more adhesive. And by all means, don't use things from a store. Only use Creative Memories, because it is so much better, and you're not going to have issues with it. And if you do, Creative Memories will make it right, because we stand by our products. So that was something that I didn't even know I was going to get to throw in there. Oops. Pulled in a circle from a previous project that's laying on my desk, because if you've watched me any, you know I hate throwing away scraps. Oh, don't throw it away. You can use it again. Let's see. I can't get all the way over to the edge here. Oops, went crooked, which is why I love repositionable adhesive, because when I go slightly crooked, I can very easily fix it, but it is a permanent adhesive. Okay, let's see. A little reminder here to myself that these are going to go vertical on this side. And the picture shows that the one on the inside edge is slightly slightly behind the one next to it. So I'm going to do that. And also, I'm not going to be putting photos on right now. I know that is not going to surprise some of you, because you know that my intention is to put photos on while I'm doing a project, but I hardly ever do, because I always forget to take the time to pick out my pictures before I start filming. All right, so this should be tucking in, and I got the side of that mat down a little too well, and so it wasn't wanting to tuck, so I had to get it just a little bit with my multi-purpose tool. But again, I used repositionable adhesive, so that made it even easier. All right, over here we've got our horizontal mats, landscape photos. I never remember to call it landscape. And on this side, it has the top photo that is going to be slightly under the other one. I'm trying to see where I want to place these. So I'm going to do it kind of like this. It looks like in the photo I'm getting this one a little lower than it is on the sketch, but that's okay. And then this is going to tuck just a little bit right here, and it will come up on this as well. And that is it. Well, it's it until I add photos and other embellishments. I did pull out my little photo mats here so that I can show y'all how this will go. And I did not pull out any other embellishments, because I am one that I want to wait until I know where things are going, so that I can then add my photos, my embellishments, like my stickers and my other laser cut embellishments and things. I don't want my pictures to cover it up, and I don't want to have to move things in order to get them on. So I will add those things later. And this Sparkle and Shine collection did come with a little set of embellishments. I did not put that nearby, so I can't show you exactly what it looks like. But here is the layout. If these are moving around a little bit, it's because I haven't stuck them down, or if I didn't get them on there straight, you'll know why. It's because I'm moving things, trying to show you guys. And then I have this 4x3. Obviously, it would completely cover that mat. And again, I can use this as an embellishment cluster holder or a title box. Of course, a title can go up here along the top of that as well. And this can be a journaling box or the photo holder as well. And let me go back to show you the other two samples pretty quickly. I'm going to start with Birds and Blossoms. This is Birds and Blossoms. This is the Noteworthy Days Simple Page Kit 3. So we've got 1, 2. I can't do that as fast as I wanted to. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! I hope you enjoyed it, and if you're looking for an advisor, I would be happy to help you. You can reach out to me at kristibolin@gmail.com. Here's the spelling of my name. And if you need to shop from my website, it's creativememories.com/user/KRISTIBOLIN. I do teach a weekly subscription class. That's on Wednesdays at 7:30. If you email me, ask me about Kristi's Croppers subscription group, and I will get you information. This next is normally a quarterly, like you pay for it quarterly, but I have some things going on in June, so I'm only going to teach the classes on Wednesdays in April and May. So reach out to me, let me add you to that group, and then I will see you weekly. But also, you can see me weekly here at Kristi's Cropping and Creating. Thank you again for watching, and I hope y'all will have a great, great day. Bye.